That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Johnson. Across the 25. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Quick release by the QB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's James. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play penalty will be accepted. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is perfect. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cox. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This is a designed run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson to pass. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
it's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
Great place to start for this offense. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The handoff to Johnson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bruins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
Man, that was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the grab. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Escapes the pressure going right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wilson will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws back to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Syracuse right back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Syracuse.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go with a direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. All out of space. He's at the touchdown, UCLA. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Syracuse right back at it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Wilson to pass. He wants to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pulls it in. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Wilson will throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Orange. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside. Let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the first and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bruins want to move quickly.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. He turns that loose down the right side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Wilson to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 17 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Nelson. He fires to the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Snap it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry up. He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into the...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebacker.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he didn't get another touchdown.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bruins are on the move.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the back. Turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
was a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's James. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they'll try to tack on two. Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes his way into the end zone for the deuce, and now they're within 5. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too.
There he goes! Just like that! A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Wilson to pass. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Syracuse right back at it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed.
He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 29 over Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... Touchdown, Orange! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wilson will throw. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Calls his own number, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
Let's go!
On the run, it's Cox. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Touchdown, Bruins! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
Coming out with it, it's James. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wilson to pass. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go?
He's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.